Welcome back to Our Issues Birmingham, talking with General KRULAK about General K. General KRULAK.
K.
Just K?
Just K.
General K. We're talking about the city of Birmingham and his role in its transition under the new mayor. And one of the chief complaints that I've heard from people that try to do business with the city of Birmingham is the difficulty they have in getting things to happen.
Yeah.
I know you've heard about it.
Yeah.
With your military background, I am sure, in my mind, although I did not serve, that one of the things a military person needs to be able to do is to make things happen.
Yeah.
How would you say that that's going to change going forward based on your background as it relates to what you're trying to instill in those that are in those positions to make things happen?
Sure. You know, my background was not only just the military, but I was also the chairman and CEO of an international bank. So I have a great deal of background in what I would call customer service. And one of the things that I believe everybody in Birmingham would probably say is that although we have remarkable people working in City Hall, and nobody should ever take anything from those selfless servants who do work very hard, the bureaucracy is very deep and very foreboding to those who are attempting to do business in the city. And one of the biggest complaints we hear is just the simple wickets that somebody has to go
to get
through
a license.
To get a license, to get information on starting a business, entrepreneurship, getting legal opinions. All of that is difficult to do. And I think what Mayor Woodfin is going to be very effective at doing is instilling in City Hall the sense that we are really servant leaders. I don't care whether you're a data entry person or whether you're heading a department. You've got to be a servant leader, and you've got to think about the customer. Think of yourself as a customer. How would you want to be treated? And when you come up with that answer, execute it. Get what I call the 80% solution. In the military or in business, you have something called the 80% solution. Don't try to get everything perfect before you start to move forward. Get yourself 80% in the right frame, 80% with the right data, and then go.
I find people to almost become paralyzed.
That's right.
By analysis. I call it paralysis by analysis.
And I think that Randall is definitely not one of those types.
No,
and he's got these groups, these lanes working on is to get as much data as possible, come up with what we call the 80% solution, and then you start moving. And if you have to course correct, you course correct. In combat, the first time somebody fires a bullet at you, your plan pretty much falls apart.
Yep.
And you course correct. You've got the basics down, and you course correct as you move forward. Same as in banking or in business. Nobody who is successful has a 100% data point plan.
A script. You got to be able to adapt.
You got to adapt. I call it agility.
Yeah. Transition to me infers temporary.
No.
Are you there for the duration?
Oh, you mean?
So when I say you're the lead of the transition team, how long will that position play out?
I think that in reality it'll be for a lot longer than either I thought or Randall thought when we first got into it. You know, initially we were talking about those first 30 days. We then started talking about the first 100 days, and I think that the mayor knows that I'm available at any time for him, and so are all the rest of the people who've willingly given up their time. You know, a good example, Fred McCallum, former chair of a major corporation, is now doing work as a co-chair of one of the subcommittees. So I mean, you're talking about people who are committed to this man, but more importantly, committed to this city. I mean, that's what this is all about. It's about you all out there. It's about this city, and making it the place you want your children to grow up, making it a place that at the end of the day, your children are not going to go and live in Texas or Virginia or any place else. They're going to come back home to Birmingham, and you're going to have their grandkids with them.
Which brings me to education, because our
Yes.
schools
Yes.
are in
Absolutely.
disrepair in
Yeah.
the inner city,
Absolutely.
and we need to work on that.
And
So we
they
got a
have
plan
whole,
in place.
He's got the Woodfin plan. He's got people looking at that. He's got some very talented individuals looking at the education system, K through graduation from college. I mean, it is that important. That is the resource for tomorrow. And if we don't get that right, we're in trouble. And not just tied into education, but it's the issue of safety. It's the issue of neighborhood revitalization. It's the issue of bringing jobs into the city, making it a place that people can come and work and live in a safe environment.
And be happy.
Yeah.
I could talk to you for another show, but we're out of time.
Don't I get any money? I mean, what?
No, there's no money here. Only me.
Boy, then I lost this one. If this is the best I get.
Oh, well, thanks for being with us. And
Good to be
as
here.
you would say, thanks for your sacrifice for our country.
Thank you very much.
This is Our Issues Birmingham. I'm Tommy Spina. Merry Christmas to all of you, and we'll see you next Sunday.